So just yesterday at the annual council, the GC treasurer right here made some very interesting or extraordinary statements about tithe. Now let's listen to his statements, and I want you to think about little boys and girls in their mommy's womb. Think about the sanctity of human life. While he's making the statements, think about our church's support for abortion and see if you can notice why his comments are a really big problem. Let's listen.
$2.4 billion is really a significantly lower amount. Therefore, I want to make clear that we are not considering this in any more sacred or dealing with it in any different way than we would deal with any other portion of tithe, even if it is $1.
So tithe is sacred, tithe is holy, and they won't handle any portion of tithe any different, even if it's just $1. This is amazing because human life is far more valuable and far more sacred than money. And yet, according to our church, human life is okay to destroy, but tithe must be handled carefully. Even if it's just $1, it is sacred, but if it's a little boy or girl, oh, that's okay to violently murder. Oh look, it's a human baby and $1. Guess which one we need to treat carefully? Now, in this next clip, when he says the word tithe, replace it with the words human life, and the hypocrisy will be on full display. Are you ready? Replace tithe with human life. Let's listen.
This is tithe. And tithe is tithe. Whether it is tithe of $1 million or tithe of $100. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever what it is. And it is treated very much with the same degree of rigor, reverence, and respect.
This is human life, and human life is human life. Whether it is a 99-year-old grandmother in a wheelchair or a little unborn baby, it doesn't make any difference. Human life should be treated, in his own words, with the same degree of rigor, reverence, and respect. Can you see the blatant hypocrisy? Money is so holy that no matter what amount, it must be treated with rigor, reverence, and respect. But a little child, God's sovereign creative work of forming a baby in the womb, no reverence, no respect.
I want to assure the church in every way, every member, every one of the 21 million members we have, that the reason why this matter is critical is because we deal with tithe very carefully. Tithe is sacred, and we do not deal with it trivially. This is a matter of integrity and obedience. And extra caution is exercised to deal with it in the most respectful and appropriate manner.
This is a great reason why God can never bless our church and why the world can never take us seriously, because we have our top church leaders standing there frowning, solemn and serious with strong gestures, declaiming that we deal with tithe very carefully. We don't deal with human life carefully, but we sure do deal with money carefully.
I want to assure the church in every way.
How come they always want to assure the church on tithe, but they never want to assure the church about abortion? You notice that? Questions about tithe always get addressed, but questions about abortion always get ignored. Ask about tithe, and you are a good steward. Ask about abortion, and you are annoying, difficult, problematic, etc.
We deal with tithe very carefully. Tithe is sacred, and we do not deal with it trivially.
Oh, we don't deal with tithe trivially. We are very careful. But on abortion, even though we cannot provide a single Bible verse to support our position, we will go ahead and issue the death decree to innocent children. In over 48 years, our church has produced no evidence whatsoever to support our position on abortion. Our teaching is a rejection of God's word, rejection of the spirit of prophecy, rejection of science, and rejection of common sense that a baby in the mother's arms, mother's house, mother's car, or mother's womb is a baby. The geographical location of a baby or any human being does not make it okay to kill. The history, position, and posture of our church on abortion is one of indifference, selfishness, and cruelty. But $1 of tithe, well, that has to be handled carefully.
And extra caution is exercised to deal with it in the most respectful and appropriate manner.
We must be extra cautious when handling tithe, but innocent human life, no caution whatsoever.
This is a matter of integrity and obedience.
This is amazing. You notice something? Church leaders never ever make a mistake and say that tithe is a matter of conscience. Oh, no, no, no. It's always about obedience. But the sixth commandment, written by God himself in stone, oh, that is a matter of conscience. Church leaders say there are no exceptional circumstances to withhold tithe. It is about integrity and obedience. But a little baby boy or girl, oh, they say there are exceptional circumstances to violently murder that child because that's a matter of conscience. Ask them why it's wrong to kill a baby born 2 months premature, but okay to kill a 7-month fetus because it's conscience. They have no answer. Religious liberty and freedom of conscience is about worship and only worship. Ask them how violently dismembering a baby while still alive is a matter of worship. They have no answer.
Very carefully.
Ask them any logical or biblical questions. They never have an answer. But the tithe, well, we need to thunder from the pulpit with strong gestures and a stern face that the tithe is holy and we need to handle it with great care.